Hey everyone, Tom Shorrocks here, founder of The Tactical View. Welcome back to our podcast, the show where we bring you unique insights from the world of football and sport. In today's episode, we talk to Europe's youngest ever top flight manager, Niall McGuinness, about how he dealt with dropping out of academy football as a youth player and how that has helped him manage player expectations as a coach. Let's kick things off.
I think I signed for Wrexham at about 10. The academy there. I think I played for seven seasons there. Then dropped back into local football at the age of 15, I think, just for a season. And then I sort of finished playing. Once I got to 16, I stopped playing. I had a couple of local clubs I went in to train with and stuff, but I think I've just lost the passion for it. I think probably when you're in an environment like, I know you're in it yourself, Tom, it's quite tough mentally, I think, to drop out of that, to go playing where you're looked after and you're playing at good level and things and playing at good clubs, to drop out of that and then go to park pitches again. I found it tough mentally, and then probably physically, because I was very small as a player. I didn't really grow. I still haven't. But I was tiny, so when I was 16, I come out and I still couldn't compete. You're playing against lads that, especially when you've gone into a men's environment and stuff, I wasn't ready. Great experience to try, but I just wasn't ready, so I sort of fell out of love with it. I was always confident, so even at 24, I was confident that I was good at coaching and I knew what I was doing and how to set teams out, and I'd never really felt pressure in that way where sort of, even though there was players older than me, I always said, and I'd said it whenever I went into a team, is I don't expect your respect straight away, but I know 100% that I'll earn it. And that's what I always look to do, really. And I felt like, as I've worked with the players for so long, majority, obviously not all, because you don't always see eye to eye with your players, but majority, I always managed to gain their respect, and like I said, it was always something I looked to earn. It was a great experience, but people always ask, how did you manage the older players and things like that, but sometimes they take care of themselves, I think, because of the mould they've been through. They were probably easier to work with because they understand the game more. They've been in situations before when they're maybe getting left out and whatnot, and they take it probably better. It's probably younger ones that are actually harder to deal with in terms of modern day football, because times have changed. Younger footballers now, they've been through, what I said, there's even more so now, even in Wales, they come out of academies that are sort of really well structured, so they get in a very good platform, and then they sort of expect to just make the jump like it's nothing, and if they're not playing straight away, they ask why. And I think that's something maybe that, as a pathway, that coaches need to look into, how to educate players in terms of that step and not just expecting it to happen. I always found that the younger ones were probably harder than the older ones, as daft as that might sound, because a lot of people ask, how do you manage older players, and I feel like a lot of them, they manage themselves, as long as you're honest. Always be honest with them. They can never call you a liar, and that's one thing that I've always stood by.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Now, before we go, I need to ask a huge favour. We love providing content for you all, and we want to make sure we can get it in front of as many people as possible. And the most effective way to do that is through show reviews. So, if you enjoyed that episode, please leave a review to show your support. It'll take you less than 60 seconds and will make a huge difference. Thanks again, guys. Feel free to drop me an email at tom@thetacticalview.com with any thoughts or questions, and I'll make sure to get back to you. Take it easy and I'll catch you soon.